Hold up. Hey.
Welcome back. We are back, and we're going to just real quick before we move on to the next topic. I need to get Josh's prediction on McGregor versus Mendes, July 11th. Pay-per-view. Plugging it for no reason because I don't get any kickback from that.
Zero kickback in pay-per-view, do we?
We make no money. We're doing this for free. We're doing it for you, those listeners out there.
You're just a philanthropist, aren't you?
Probably not a whole lot, but the ones that are out there, we
Altruism
appreciate
is
it.
your middle name.
Yeah.
Prediction.
Yeah. Give me round, give me how, give me who.
Mendes, by way of destruction of Conor McGregor's soul. No, he will be, it'll more than likely be TKO in the first, second round. Mendes is going to come right out, put him on his back, and he's just going to punch his way through to the title.
Okay. This is good because now all these are going to be on record. I'm going the opposite. It's going to be McGregor.
You're really picking Conor McGregor?
Late first.
You're an idiot.
Late first round.
You are an idiot.
Or late second round. Josh will, next time we do one of these, because we're not going to do one of these till after the fight, Josh will be on here saying, I was wrong, McGregor's legit. His hand power is, I'm telling you, dude, he probably hits hard.
Because you train with them.
Yeah, right? I said probably. Listen, you're going to, after this, be like, okay, McGregor's legit. On the record. I'm happy we have these on the record.
I mean, we do have this technically on the record.
Oh, no, this one's official. Well, I'm
So
not going to put anything on it. I would put something on
but
it.
they've never been on the record.
How about this? Whoever's right. If you're right, I'm gonna go late first round knockout McGregor. It doesn't have to be late. I'm going first round knockout McGregor. Not, it'll be a stoppage. McGregor, first round. What do you say? I want specifics. We'll go steak dinner on it.
If I win?
If you get it right. So, I mean, it's only if our...
You mean the specifics have to be right, or who wins has to be right?
The specifics have to be right. You can just boast. If Mendes wins, you can brag.
I'm saying TKO round 1 Mendes. It's not going to be much of a fight.
Steak dinner.
It's not going to be much of a fight.
I plan on having a series of bets on here, and I'm going to keep track of them.
We should have a little scoreboard. We can put a little scoreboard up.
We will. Well, yeah. The things to come. We'll see. I'm going for 1-0.
Wow, I can't believe you're going to take McGregor. Hey, I love a free steak.
Free steak. Nothing more American than a free steak.
Medium rare.
Medium rare. I'm getting my steak rare.
Rare?
Yeah, rare.
Wow.
I eat everything rare.
You're just a boss, aren't you?
That sounds bad. Okay, moving on. We have more to talk about. Let's keep the sports going. Do another sport topic, then we'll move on to something in healthcare, since we are doctors of physical therapy over here at the Tandem Stance Podcast. Women's World Cup. Interested? You've been watching? Do you care?
I do care. I care quite a bit, actually. I always get very excited.
Why do you care?
Well, because I'm a soccer fan.
Because you're a soccer fan.
I love all soccer. I just love the World Cup. I love the Olympics. I love the World Cup. I love that I love when nations are competing against one another.
This just doesn't interest me, and it's soccer. I'm not a soccer guy, to start with, and I can't get into it. I was so in for the men's World Cup, and I don't want to make it sound like it's because they're women, but it's just not as competitive to watch.
That way.
It's just not as competitive to watch. I mean,
it's still fun to watch.
It's fun to watch because there's a lot on the line, and you see what they're putting into it. But
did you happen to see what happened in the England-Japan game?
Yeah, I feel bad.
Is that heartbreaking or what?
I feel she made the right play on the ball.
100%. But I mean,
if you haven't seen it,
heartbreaking.
Stoppage time. Ball went into the box. Girls playing a move you see they make 1,000 times, extending the foot out, they clear the ball, and it goes in, and it's that.
So it ricochets goes the wrong way.
But here's another thing.
It was like the perfect upper 90 shot too. Like the goalie tried to save it, and it was just.
You think people react the same way if those were men? People are like, that's heartbreaking. I feel bad for. If a guy did it, say Messi does that. What do they say? Are they ripping him apart next day, or is it still this compassion for? Because it is heartbreaking. It's World Cup. I mean, you're blowing it for your team, but
I think that's a tough way to put it because more people watch the men's World Cup than women's World Cup. And I'm going purely based on numbers. I'm not talking about what I prefer. I'm just saying way more people.
No. But I'm asking you: would
As
you
World Cup.
have sympathy for that male player?
I would have sympathy for anybody because I've been in a situation before where a good friend of mine, when I was at Bloomsburg, it was a playoff game. There was an own goal situation, and he's a good friend of mine, and I saw how it affected him. And there's nothing. I mean, in the big picture, there was nothing on the line.
See, I don't know that. I don't know that. I mean,
his life wasn't on the line. His career wasn't on the line. His family wasn't on the line. It was just he was a college athlete at that point. And I saw the way it affected him because it was heartbreaking to see that. Mm-hmm. To see it on that huge stage like that is just got to be it's got to rip your heart out of your chest.
And I mean, they're basically amateurs, though. I mean, that's the thing you got to and respect them. They're talking about that a lot. How they're not getting paid and they don't get paid a lot. But you don't get paid a lot because you're not in a big professional league. No one's getting paid a lot to be an Olympic athlete. You're getting paid because you're endorsed. I
think for singular sports, I think you might get $100,000 for a medal.
Really?
A gold medal.
Who pays that? America?
Not sure.
Is America paying that?
Well, the Olympic Committee does.
Who's paying that?
Not the government. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Well, I'm just wondering if I'm paying for it in some way. Like, am I?
Good old Barry's not writing a check to Jordan Burroughs because he won a gold medal at the 2012 Olympics for wrestling. No, the the governing body, the American Olympic, whatever. I don't know what the governing body is.
Well, that's still. I mean, that's nice, I guess, for them. But I mean, these are basically amateurs, the women's, and I like that.
Well, there's only
I think
one
the Olympics
person
should be
that
amateurs.
Think about all the. Just take wrestling. There's 2 guys in every weight class, so there's probably 24 guys on a roster. Probably 1 or 2 guys get the medal. So that's 22 to 23 people who didn't get paid. Yeah. Now it's free housing, it's free this, it's free that. They train all year round for free. They don't have to pay for anything, but you can't make a living when you're done.
No, no, you're doing.
Ronda Rousey said that. Ronda Rousey, when she got a bronze medal in judo. She said it's a really sad thing. They say they pretty much write you a check, and then when you're done, they just go, "Oh yeah, well, good luck." And it's like, wait, I have no life skills, I have no degree, I have no.
But no one's making these people do it. That's your choice.
Sure, but when you're in it and you're just in that tunnel vision of just, let's say it's judo, and you're just in with Ronda, you're just in that vision the whole time. Like I gotta win. People are paying for everything. You're doing this. You're at the Olympic Training Center, and you just have these people in your head all the time. And then all of a sudden, you don't have those people, and you're just kind of a regular civilian in the real world, and you're out of that kind of mindset. It's got to be hard.
Yeah, I have no sympathy.
You have no sympathy.
Maybe I'm cold. Maybe no sympathy. If you can't do it, don't do it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't do it.
Could do what?
I couldn't do that training for the Olympics to get.
Well, Corrado, I mean, you're not like a world-class athlete here, buddy. No offense.
I mean, I'm on my way. I'm close.
You're pretty close. You could probably do pretty well at that underwater
breaststroke.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure, we can.
Or like badminton or something. Badminton's a great sport, though. I shouldn't make fun of it.
I can't picture you playing badminton.
Badminton's a great sport.
I did play tennis in high school, though.
Did you?
Yeah. I didn't play much.
I'm assuming you had a losing record.
I didn't take it serious. I don't know why I played tennis. I look back at that like, what the hell was I doing?
I've known you for this long, and I'm just finding out.
Me and my best friends, and like these kids were good athletes too. Like my friends.
That's a hard sport.
Yeah, it's a hard. It's like I think it's another.
All individual sports are hard.
Tennis to me, yeah, but I mean, it's the best people in the tennis team were kids that had like a tennis instructor when they were like 10 years old. It's a rich kid sport. Your parents are putting like you don't just play like you don't grow up. This is why our country sucks at soccer. Other countries, when they're poor, they play soccer. It's the easiest, most accessible sport. Like, we'll go to the yard. We'll play. Right. In our country, what do we do? Basketball.
Right.
Like poor people play basketball. More people are playing. More pool to choose from. Imagine if instead of pickup basketball games, they were playing pickup soccer games.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Oh man, I'd love to see LeBron James grow up playing soccer.
He could have played whatever sport, man.
He could play any sport he wanted to.
He's an absolute.
Imagine a guy like LeBron James growing up being a wrestler, going to the UFC. Who's beating LeBron James?
He could do anything.
6'8", 260 pounds of just
whatever he
sheer
did,
athleticism.
He would have been a monster at 6'9", 275.
You know how people say he's the best, best basketball player? He would have been the best anything.
He's the best athlete that we've seen. Whatever you want to say about basketball skills, I don't know enough about it to really comment, but best athlete we've probably seen.
It also doesn't matter. It's a team sport.
It doesn't, but people don't remember that about basketball. Everyone thinks like it's like LeBron isn't on a team. They think it's like LeBron. If the Cavs fail, LeBron failed. Not the team. The team fucking sucked.
Right, but that's why. See, I grew up playing all. Hey, your Gmail is inviting you to a fantasy league.
CBS Sports.
I grew up playing all team sports, and there's value there. I mean, there's real value in playing team sports. 100%. You can't deny that.
No, I can't deny it.
But when I started training jiu-jitsu, I started training Muay Thai when I was 17, and I started seeing what it takes to be an individual athlete and what goes into it, and the fact that, you're in the ring, you're in the cage, something like that, you're on the mat, and you lose, and you have nobody to blame but yourself. I don't know. I just started getting.
Even when I played tennis in high school, I was never good enough to be even. I was partnered up. You had doubles.
Yeah.
Dude, I did it to hang out with my friends.
But I'm just saying though, it's you're talking about how if LeBron James or if the Cavs didn't do good, if LeBron James failed, the Cavs fails.
But that's how he feels. He feels it's all on him.
Right.
And that's how everyone
sees it. But
it's
not. Like, I heard people comparing LeBron James and Stephen Curry in the finals. They didn't. Yeah, they played against each other. They didn't guard each other. They played two different positions. You can't compare apples to oranges. Like in a UFC fight or a boxing match or a kickboxing match or a tennis match, it's one-on-one. It's you versus the other person.
Mm-hmm.
You are either going to win because you are better, or you are going to lose because that other person was better.
Yeah.
And I like watching sports where that's on the line because I know.
I agree.
What's up?
I agree. I agree 100%.
I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. I mean, it's funny because I don't even watch. I grew up a huge Yankee fan. My dad was an enormous Yankee fan. Big Phil loves the Yankees.
Big Phil.
He's a boss.
Yes.
Loves the Yankees though, right? So I grew up loving the Yankees, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched a baseball game in probably 10 years.
Because it's boring.
It's so boring.
It's boring.
So
I
boring.
like it. I root for the Yankees.
Yeah,
I like it. It's hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. I'll tell you what, and it's even going
people
to a
tell
live
me,
game.
"Yo, you don't appreciate pitching." I appreciate it. I mean, I forget if there's a perfect game in baseball, think about this. I mean, this is really simplifying. If there's a perfect game in baseball, you just watch two people play catch. Pitcher throws to catcher throws back to. I mean, it's.
You had to say that I was taking the cup of water.
That's gonna happen once. Go all over the place. All right, want to go? Let's go on to one of these other ones. You want to hit healthcare?
I'd love to.
We haven't talked about healthcare yet. We are going to revolve this podcast around healthcare since we are.
True. Oh, and for the record, Tandem Stance, kind of a catchy name.
It is. We haven't mentioned it enough.
We haven't mentioned enough.
That is the name
Did
of the
I mention
podcast.
that this podcast is called Tandem Stance Podcast, available to iTunes?
Also available on YouTube, youtube.com/tandemstance. That will be up sooner than later.
For the video highlights, but did I mention it was Tandem Stance Podcast?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like I said.
It's Tandem Stance, so anyways, kind of a double meaning, because me and you were so funny like that.
Mm-hmm. We're clever people.
We're clever people. Tandem Stance is something that is often done in physical therapy, working on balance, but it's also the fact that me and this guy here,
we're taking a stance.
Taking a stance. But we also kind of view things a little bit differently.
We do. We don't see eye to eye and everything. As you will.
So it was a good name. It was kind of the perfect name. The perfect storm, so to speak.
Yes.
Which was a terrible movie, by the way. But go ahead.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've drinking way too much coffee. So, both of us are on a health kick. You want to tell people what you're doing?
Yeah, man. I saw about... Man, let's see. It's got to be... About 3 years ago, I got turned on to a guy named Mike Dolce. You familiar with him?
Sounds like a UFC fighter.
Mike Dolce is not a UFC fighter. Actually, he did fight in the UFC about 10 years ago. But
Shocker.
He is a world-renowned dietitian, nutritionist. I don't believe he's actually a registered dietitian, but he is...
But he's world-renowned at it.
Well, listen, he's taking guys who are the best athletes in the world, and, they lose weight. Take a guy like Chael Sonnen. Okay, Chael Sonnen's been wrestling since he's been 8 years old. Been cutting weight since he's been 8 years old.
Mm.
He fought all the way up until he was 37 years old. The last 2 years, so from, roughly 30 years of his life, he's cut weight on his own. Always felt crappy afterwards. Always felt terrible. Hires Mike Dolce. Everybody hires Mike Dolce now. And what he does is he comes in the last 3 weeks of your training camp and just tailors your diet brings it all together, and he makes guys lose like 30 pounds. And when they step on the scale, Chael Sonnen walks around at 235 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
When he fought Anderson Silva, he was 185. And when he stepped on the scale, he said he never felt better in his whole life, weighing in for anything.
So you're following his diet.
Right. So I bought his book. I figured,
Books.
whatever. I'll buy his book. I'll see what's up. And his whole thing is it's not about a diet. There's no diet. It's just a whole lifestyle change. So it's,
But that's what a diet is.
The human body is a machine. So it's 80% of the human body is water. We all know that. See, we all know that, but we don't do anything about it. So I drink about a gallon of water a day. So the baseline is drinking a gallon of water.
I do not drink enough water. I try.
But how about when you do? How good do you feel?
See, that's the thing. I don't think about it enough.
I do. I make a conscious effort
to where when I don't have it, like I don't know when I feel shitty why I'm feeling shitty. I haven't because I've been on a huge health kick too. But I haven't like pinpointed like waking up like was it like is it because I had less sleep last night? Was it something I ate late? But I don't really do.
1.5 liters. When I get to work, I drink one of these before lunch.
I drink a lot of water.
I drink one of these before I leave, and then I fill it up right before I leave. And I try to drink, and I go to the gym every day, or I either train or I lift every day. I'll fill this up and drink this before I go to bed. So I drink 3 of these a day, which comes out to a little bit more than a gallon. And that's for starters. And then just, all healthy stuff. I wake up, I eat oatmeal, bananas, just fruit and granola and avocados throughout the day. Because of...
What don't you eat, I guess, is a better question.
Well, I should say, a lot of people say stay away. A lot of people say stay away from carbs. This is like the dumbest thing ever.
I think if you want to lose weight, but not if you're exercising, you
need it. Like the way I work out with jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and all the boxing and all the lifting. I mean, I burn so many calories that if I don't have those carbs, I'll never have the energy. So I drink. I try to eat pasta and chicken and stuff at night. I stay away from sugars, man. Sweets, sugars, anything that is processed. Anything that comes in a package, anything that is just pre-made, any of that kind of stuff that has all those additives to it, I try to stay away from. I don't eat late, actually. I try to eat my last meal right when I work out at about 8 o'clock. I found that eating at about 8, if I eat at about 8 o'clock at night, right, by that time I'm done with the gym. Sometimes it's not till about 8:30 that I'm done with the gym, shower, and I'm eating. But that's late enough that by the time you go to bed at 11, I'm not hungry and I don't want to eat something. But it's early enough that it still kind of counts as dinner type thing. And that's all. It's a real simple diet, but it's super, super effective. And
all right, so say someone's out there doesn't exercise, is eating like shit, and they say, I want to start dieting.
First thing I would say, actually I get this question quite a bit in the clinic. You probably do too, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, especially because,
first thing I tell them to do is, you need to work out 5 days a week. You got to get your heart rate up to about 60 to 75% of their max heart rate. I tell them how to do that. 220 minus their age.
Yeah.
Times it by 0.6. Times it by 0.75.
See, that sounds.
And that's your range.
That's going to sound really complicated to people. It's not.
No, it's not.
Google
you take your age.
Just Google it.
Take 220 minus your age. That number that you get times it by 0.6. That's your one end. Times it by 0.75. That's your other end. Mm-hmm. And as you're working out, you just take your heart rate. And 5 days a week, even if you start by walking, even if it's just 2 blocks, even if you're so sedentary that it's just a block or 2. That's what I always tell people. Just get your body moving. Get that machine moving. And then a gallon of water a day. Or for people that are sedentary, just try to put as much water as you can. People start doing that. They start feeling the benefits of it. All of a sudden, they're like, man, this is...
But see, and you can hook some people with that. But most people are more concerned about what they look. And that's the thing I think
they look. What do you mean?
If you say you're on a diet for 2 months, you're not eating what you want to eat, you're exercising, and you look in the mirror and it's
cheat
like,
days, man.
Not even that. I'm saying you look in the mirror and you're like, I still look the same. Why the hell am I? Why am I not eating like a cheesecake and ice cream? Why can't I eat?
That's why you weigh yourself every single day. I weigh myself every single day, and you take.
So I see you're more of a. I think the mirror. I like the mirror test.
The mirror test can be deceiving.
Especially, I'll put it this way: especially if you're exercising and weight training, that's gonna mess with you. I mean, and this is, I guess, later on. When you're starting out, the scale is definitely the best.
Well, you should be losing about. That's what I thought we were talking about. Right when you start.
Yeah, which is true. Yeah,
so you write down your number. You write down where you're at, and then, at the end of, for some people, maybe not every day is good. maybe every week. So every
For what
Monday,
you're saying?
every
Oh, you're
Monday
saying
for
to
people that are just starting out.
Clock your weight loss.
So first week, you weigh 200. Let's say you want to get to 150. Next week, Monday, you step on the scale. You're 198. Hey, you lost 2 pounds, better than nothing.
Well, you should. You should only be losing. You shouldn't be losing more than. I mean, maybe in the beginning you can lose like 5 pounds a week. I think it's about 2 to 3. I think that's healthy. I don't think you should be losing. You shouldn't be losing 5 pounds. I mean, maybe in the beginning, depending on how big you are to start. But you shouldn't be losing. You shouldn't come out. I mean, if you weigh, say, as a guy, 180, and you're trying to get to 150, you shouldn't lose 20 pounds a month.
No, but I'll tell you what, though. The one thing I will tell
unless
people,
you're already in shape. But
that's the thing. If you're already in shape,
I mean, I'm not talking about someone cutting weight to make a fight. I'm talking about the normal person,
right?
Who's 180, overweight on the BMI scale.
Okay, so take that person. The other thing I'll tell them is breakfast. First thing you got to do when you get up in the morning is breakfast. That just boosts your metabolism. I mean, the days that I forget to eat breakfast, I could go. I could grind patients out all day. Get to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I'm not even hungry.
Yeah.
When I remember to eat breakfast, I eat breakfast about 6:30, 7 o'clock. 2 or 3 cups of oatmeal, 2 bananas. I mean, a good breakfast. Mm-hmm. By 9 o'clock, I'm starving because my metabolism just jump starts.
Well, also,
so much.
And that's another thing. People that whole don't eat last meals at 8. You wake up and you're hungry. That's how you should.
Starving.
Some people are like, I'm not hungry in the morning.
That's why it's called breakfast. You're breaking your fast.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. If you don't eat so late, it's not hard. Just don't go to the fridge. A big trick. When I started out, I weighed I was 187, 190. I weigh 145.
You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
I haven't seen this kid. How was the last time I saw you? In person. We talk a lot, but...
In person?
Yeah, because it's been a while.
Shit, graduation.
Is that really it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I haven't seen you in a year.
Over.
No, I hadn't seen you. Where did I see you?
We'll figure that out.
But anyways, you look great.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
I work, but so I'll even put up the pictures maybe on the YouTube page or the website. I started out, and the first thing I did was if you're gonna drink something, water. If you calculate all the calories, when you say, oh, I'm having an iced tea, an iced tea, orange juice, and a Gatorade today. You had an iced tea with lunch, you had an orange juice for breakfast, and you had a Gatorade when you were working out, you're looking at 600, 700 calories.
Right there.
Right there. And even if you're on a 2,000 calorie diet, that's a lot. And if you're losing weight, I think if you're losing weight and you're not really working out, you should be 1,400, 1,500 calories. In my own opinion, it's worked for me. Everyone's different.
So you limit your calories. You count calories.
At first. To jumpstart everything, yes. I started January 17th, 2015, 187. 3 months later, I was probably 150. Yeah. I'm 145 now. I haven't gone under 145. And I put on muscle.
Yeah,
I have never had muscles to the point, I would never feel comfortable wearing a shirt like this before this whole health kick.
Inaugural podcast. Where's the tank top? He's that guy.
I am that
guy. He is that guy.
I want the world.
And a straight brim hat.
I want the world to know. But the hardest part is me getting started. So whatever, just water, and I set a portion of a meal. I would brush my teeth right after. Eat. You set your meal. You have, and then you're not going to go back. You're not going to have that second portion. So right there, those two things, I guarantee you, if you're somebody who's not eating right and not drinking or not taking care of themselves, you just drink water and brush your teeth right after whatever portion you laid out for yourself. And don't be a jackass when you lay the portion out. Do it like a normal person. Yeah. Boom, do that. Eat breakfast. Start right away. Mike George, this kid weighed, and I'm sure he doesn't care me bringing this up. Who the hell? No one's listening. yeah.
They're gonna go back.
He weighed 227. I sent him my workout thing. It's more what not to do than what to do. And he texted me this morning. Because we're going to a 4th of July party tomorrow, and he wanted to get to 205. He's at 207.
That's great.
And he started a month ago.
That's great.
He's down 20 pounds. It's breakfast every day, egg whites, vegetables, fruit, eat lunch. It's not hard. I think it comes down to there's two types of people, and this is my opinion, and it's a little harsh, but you either want to lose weight or you don't want to lose weight. There's only two types of people, and people come up to me. It's like, oh, like I really want to get in shape. I want to do this and this, and it's like, but then they tell me how like, oh, but like I went out to dinner and like, oh, I had to get an appetizer like nachos. I'm like, well, no, you want to eat nachos. You don't want to lose weight. Like if you want to lose weight, you don't eat the nachos. Like you don't. Oh, you're going out and all your friends are drinking. Like you want to drink. You don't want to lose weight. Like people act like.
Well, that's a good point, by the way. I haven't touched alcohol since August 10th, 2014, and the best things that ever happened to me. But in terms of my body, the way I look, the way I feel, everything like that. Until you're talking about weight loss, I mean that's something.
Well, that's
you got to cut the alcohol out.
That slows down your metabolism.
100%.
That's just the effects it has on you. Not even like the calories.
And it's a depressant.
Slows down your depressant, makes you not want to do things. You lose the next day. I'm not someone who I drink. I would never hate on. So if someone said like, oh, I go out and I drink, that's fine. And even if you're on a diet, get a
well. Let me
drink.
just clear this up. I'm not hating on people that do. I'm just saying in my own personal experience, I found out that wow, that makes a big difference diet wise. I'm just talking about, we're talking about diet, so I'm just talking about diet wise. That makes a huge deal. I would never hate on somebody for it. Everybody makes their own decisions. That's fine. It's it's a perfectly normal thing to do. Right. But if you're trying to lose weight, it's probably a good thing to cut out.
And again, it comes down to do you like when people say like, oh, I want like if you want to lose weight, like you can do it. It's like people act like there's a system that works. It's calories out or greater than calories in.
Simple equation.
Exercise and eat right. It works. It will work. Like there's no trick. There's no get rich quick scheme with weight loss. That doesn't exist. Like none of this shit that they're trying to sell you is working. It's simple.
Yeah.
Like don't eat bad. Eat the right things. Exercise. Like and it's hard because I get on people like, well, the same thing. Like you want to lose weight or you don't. Well, time. I don't have enough time. If you have kids, and I get you're like a mom with kids, like it's tough because you have to take. But if you're single and listen to this,
you have time.
If you have time, wake up an hour earlier, and exercise for an hour before you.
There's always time.
Yes, that sucks. And then guess what? Go to bed an hour earlier, or work out at the end of the day. You can't find an hour, and it's not like you can do this forever. If you want to get like I got to where I went in like 6 months, but like I was satisfied after 2.
Yeah. But you also get hooked on it right away. You make a big change. Like let's just say, because I know people who get up at 4:30 in the morning.
See, I couldn't do that, and I don't do that. I can't do that.
That's okay.
I've tried,
Not
and
for
I can't.
you.
Not for me.
But I know people who do, and then they just get hooked to it. They're excited about working out that next day. Yeah, the alarm clock goes off, they're a little foggy, but it's just about making. You got to be disciplined. It's about making the time to do it. You got to want to do it.
You said that it's a want thing. It's a want thing, and you're gonna have people that it's tough. Like your friends, oh, we're getting this, and you're that guy at the table, and it sucks, especially in the beginning where people are like, oh, what are you on a diet, or like you're denied, like you can't get what you want, or like it's weird you're that guy at the table, but people get over it. Most people envy it, and then by the time you get in shape, people are saying, damn, like dude, how'd you do that? Like literally see you and they're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I think I was telling, like, I think that's what motivated my buddy Mike, because I sent him my before and after picture. I'm like, dude, like, this works. This isn't photoshopped. This. Right. You do what I just sent you, it will work. And the same thing, you don't have to be an expert. Like, go to the. And I think weight training is important. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Like, I
think if you're trying to lose weight, though, I don't know if right away weight training.
No. Well, it took me. I didn't go to the gym. Dude, I didn't go to the gym. I drove by the gym every day for like 3 months. Like, today's my day, going to the gym. Finally, I went in. I had a membership. I burned like $150. Like, I pay $50 a month. I literally didn't go. I had it since September. I didn't go to the gym until March. I burned like, holy shit, I burned like $300.
Nothing drives me crazy, though, when people say, oh, I want to lose weight. Oh, what should I do? I said, well, and they're like, well, I lift every day. Like, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. It's like, that's... anaerobic exercise. Yeah. Like you're not even, you got to get it. You got to get these people on the. When that question comes in as a healthcare provider, it's funny because that question comes 2 different ways. As a healthcare provider, and it also comes as from your friends because they know you're a healthcare provider. Yeah. When you're in the clinic, you got to answer it a little bit different than you.
Right, and I can't be as blunt with patients. Right, you can't be as blunt. Like I can't look at patient, especially if someone who I know isn't a fan of exercise, and I'm like you're not even ready to start. Like you got to mentally prepare yourself. You have to even.
It's a mental.
You have to prepare yourself. Like my biggest thing was like my goal is I'll stay on a treadmill for an hour. I'm not saying I was running. I was walking. 4 miles an hour on a treadmill, and I was jogging, which I would think if you're someone in shape, that's probably a speed walk. But I just tried staying on for an hour. I couldn't do the treadmill after a while.
A treadmill after
treadmill is
3
torture,
minutes,
man.
I can't do it. It's
Treadmill's
just so boring.
torture. Like, walk
boring for
outside
me.
if you can. People love ellipticals. But whatever.
Yeah,
If
they're
you
good on the joints.
again, everyone's different. You gotta find out what works for you. But getting started is the hardest part. Going to the gym is the hardest part.
100%.
It's harder to go to the gym than once you're there.
Listen, if you're listening to this right now and you want to start working out, you want to lose weight, don't wait for don't say, we'll do it Monday. Or, don't wait for like a resolution. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. You just got to go do it.
Don't be
We've
embarrassed.
all-
Don't be
I- hey.
embarrassed either to be at a gym and you don't look like you know what you're doing, or you're
Yeah.
lifting baby weights. Man, I still am at the gym and I see
Yeah.
legitimate kids I probably know are in high school,
Yeah.
and I'm like, he's lifting more than me, and I'm like, but I don't.
Yeah, but it's not about how much
I don't
you
give
can
a
lift.
shit. Another thing that's funny, as therapists, like I feel like people at the gym, I'm constantly just looking at people because I'm like, what the fuck, your form's terrible. Like, and I do the same thing with people with limps. And I feel bad because I'm staring at somebody who's like in a wheelchair or they're like on a cane, and I'm literally staring at them. But it's as a physical therapist,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Well, the
what's-
physical therapist comes out
I'm
of me
like,
all the
what's
time.
wrong with
on
them? And then when I'm at the gym and I see people like doing something wrong or totally like I'm at the point where like they might hurt themselves, like.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be that guy, and I don't say anything.
Right.
And I
It's
just
not
don't.
your
Feel,
place, though.
no, no one wants that. And some of these guys are like,
Yeah.
they're jacked dudes, and like I'm not going to go up to a jack be like, hey buddy,
Hey, you're doing that wrong.
you know
bro.
you're doing that wrong. But
Turns around, punches you in the face.
like a common one that I see, people at the gym doing, like pounding out as fast as they can reps
Of what?
of anything. Go slow.
Yeah.
That slow eccentric contraction.
Yeah.
Which is that's the best way to build strength.
But they don't know. You have to understand something, though. We were fortunate enough
Oh,
to
I'm not. Yeah,
go
I
through
know.
a doctoral degree, learn all that stuff, work in a place where we're constantly learning. What I knew when I first started PT, and then a year ago, the gap is huge already.
Oh yeah, you learn everything in the clinic. You think you know a lot, but like, you don't know, and then you find out what works, and a lot of it's like getting across to people. And I think that's another thing about exercise. It's like people try like, oh, I'm going to try this workout, and it doesn't work, and so that one wasn't for you. There's like 10 ways to do an exercise. Think about how many ways you can just strengthen anything. The rotate, like you can do it in so many different ways. One way might be for that person. One person might hate bands, and you go, oh, weights are good, or like this is good. Like, it's finding out what works for you, and that takes time, and you got to be patient. And and it sucks a part of it. It's you're making sacrifice. It's a lifestyle thing. A diet is a lifestyle thing. It's not something you're on. It's something you're gonna do.
You're just changing you're changing your lifestyle. And I'll tell you, it's funny because I think you made a good point. It's even though you don't want to, you should take a picture of yourself. When you're trying to lose weight.
I know. I've had people tell me like I don't feel comfortable taking a picture of myself. It's like I don't like doing it either. You don't like it's like someone's telling you the truth. It's like this is.
Well, the picture doesn't lie. Last August, I went to Florida, right? And I was there visiting my aunt and uncle. Had a great time, this and that. We went on a deep sea fishing trip. When I got back, we had our shirt off. We're taking a picture with the guy who took us out, and it was, and they sent it to you. My aunt recently sent me that picture because me and Kelly are going down to Florida in August, and saying like, "Oh, like can't wait to see you guys again." It was a picture more of like, "Can't wait to see you."
Right,
Like, we had so much fun, blah blah blah. And I looked at myself in that picture and I said, "Jesus." I was like, I can't believe how out of shape I was.
Right.
And I remember how, I didn't feel as good as I feel now. So it becomes, once you get started, it's really easy to keep up because you want to keep feeling good.
Oh yeah.
You want to keep that
You'll
up.
start seeing, and even like if it's on the scale or if it's in the mirror, you start seeing that and you're like, this is working. Like I'm gonna keep doing this. It's working. Right. And then you get to a point where at first it was like, oh man, like I don't want to go to the gym. It's gonna become like when you miss a day, you're like.
Oh, you get so mad.
You're it switches. It's like those days off. You want to be at the gym and you want to eat right. But you gotta take breaks and stuff. You gotta stay sane. Some people I'm all or nothing, and that's just my personality. I always say I'm a light switch. I'm not a dimmer switch. I'm either on or I'm off. I either do it all the way or not at all.
I have noticed that about you, by the way.
And it is, and like,
It's very true.
I like lost weight like over the past 2 years. I've gone like up and down, which probably is, and probably it isn't healthy. But now like I'm in this, and I think I'll stay.
I think you'll stay with it, though.
Well, especially as a therapist, I want to be in shape. I wouldn't want to work out with
You
somebody.
gotta look the part, man. You gotta.
I wouldn't want to work out if my therapist was overweight, and like this is just like a truth. Like if your profession is a doctor of physical exercise that gets you healthy, and you're not healthy, like what do you like? Why do I trust you? Like even like if your cardiologist walked in, smoking a cigarette, eating a hamburger, and he's and fat as all hell, are you gonna be like, yeah, this guy? I mean, he might know it good, but like, how can you respect that?
Yeah, I think there is a certain degree of looking the part that I think goes a long way, even if it's subconscious to the patient.
Not that you can't be good.
Sure,
I'm not saying that takes away from their.
I know what you're saying. And
I don't want to be mean, but it's true.
Right. Well, and also though, I mean, and like it might not even be a conscious thing, but I think even subconsciously the patients are a little more not respectful, but just in their own head are saying like, this is somebody I can listen to.
I'll guarantee you this much: if a patient ever questions like, does this guy know what he's doing, and you're someone who's not in shape or you don't look like they're good, no one's gonna question whether. I guarantee you, no one's gonna question whether you know what you're doing exercise-wise. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they look at you like, well, he obviously works out. Like, I thought the form was like this, but he's showing me this way. Like, well, he's in shape. Like, he probably knows what he's talking about. Right. Same thing. You wouldn't go to a trainer who's overweight. Like, why would you go to a physical therapist?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, a physical therapist is the highest level athletic trainer there is as far as, like, our knowledge. Because we know all that stuff that they do, and we know the medical aspect of it. And I think... it's weird to me that if I went to go apply for a job to be an athletic trainer, I'd have to get a certificate to do so. When I have a doctoral degree, like I'm a doctorate of physical medicine.
Physical therapy, but it's physical. It's basically physical rehabilitation.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, not to hit on that profession at all. I mean, they know what they're doing too. They're good at it.
I'll tell you what.
And
those
I actually wish I had
in our clinic.
I was just saying, I wish I had a
smart
trainer in my clinic, especially because you got a higher level person that doesn't need much more attention. Like a trainer is perfect for them because and they've been doing that longer than me. And I'm sure they know.
When I was doing
some drills that I don't know.
When I was doing one of my internships, one of the athletic trainers at the local high school is a PT tech that works for that company. Man, he was my best resource. I mean, when it came to different exercises, what to do. This was back when I was a student. I mean, he was probably my best. Resource.
They're good. They know a lot. But I think another thing that's weird is we don't get. I would like to get, and maybe it's because I've done the weight loss thing. I would like to get a script like weight loss 3 times a week.
Have you ever seen that?
No, because insurance never paid for it.
Oh, that's true.
Which is retarded. Because edit that one out.
That's gonna be an edit.
Which is stupid.
Oh boy. Well, I know, but you know what though? Why is it stupid? Tell me. That should be
I'm
I'm
saying it's stupid because
I've seen weight loss. I've seen it not just weight loss, but I've seen it.
You've gotten
gait
strict
training,
for weight loss.
Lower extremity bilateral weakness.
No, it's stupid that they won't pay for
weight
it.
loss.
It's stupid that insurance
companies. It's in conjunction with a bunch of other.
But yeah, I've seen it once during
codes.
one of my internships. But like, I just don't understand the logic of an insurance company that wouldn't pay for something that will prevent them from getting further treatment. I don't understand why.
It's also if they did that, they'd have way less comorbidities than they do.
Yeah, and
it's all good.
I just, even if it's just like, I would even take it if it was like, 3 sessions home exercise program for weight loss. Why don't we get that? It's only 3 sessions. That's not costing insurance that much. Like, what are you really billing?
Well, and plus that's 3 sessions that you can teach them, educate them,
right?
Giving them a great foundation, a great place to start. So then when they go out and they start joining a gym, joining whatever, they can.
I mean, how we're working, like, it's hard. Like, I would love to go to some patients and be like, "Oh, you're getting discharged. Like, if you want me to continue training, I can't do that because."
See, we have a maintenance program at our clinic. Do you have?
We do too. Yeah, it's $100 a day.
$100 a day.
It's $100 it's $100 a session if you're there for a minute or 7 hours if we're open 7 hours, whatever.
Wait. So every time they come in, they have to pay $100.
After the fact. Wait, no.
No, that can't be right.
Yeah, no, it is.
Ours is like more of a gym membership. Like
Oh no, we don't know if that. Oh no, what I'm thinking of is
Oh, so
if
yours
you
is an
if you
maintenance
don't
program.
have insurance, if you have no insurance, and you really have no insurance, there's no way you can get coverage or whatever. It's $100 if you're there a minute or.
Oh, see, I'm
Out of
talking
pocket.
about. Let's say a patient gets discharged.
But that's basically. Oh yeah, I think we offer that, but again, that's a lot of pocket. I would assume.
well,
That's
$30 a month is the same thing as like going to the gym.
you guys charge $30 a month. That's nothing.
But that's the thing though. It's
They
like,
get to work out with you for $30 a month.
well, they don't get. It's not there's no one-on-one stuff. Yeah, we change their programs up, and we sit down and go through them with them. But for the most part, they're coming in and they're going through an exercise program that we made for them. And a lot of times, it's the program that they ended with. Like they've gotten to a certain
But
point.
still, it's cheap. To me.
We've progressed them. Yeah, but it's great for them.
Oh yeah, that's great for the patient, and I'm like, I guess it is all about the patient. But I mean, as far as what you really think, I mean, you're basically getting supervised. I mean, I'm sure it's
Yeah, but they've already
supervision.
put their time in and put their money in with the therapy that you gave them, so I don't know. I think it's a good deal for them.
I mean, I'm happy that
A gym
exists.
membership is a third. Well, how much is your gym?
52. I don't know.
What gym do you go to? Is it like a Planet Fitness or something?
No, it's like its own thing. It's owned by
Private owned, like a.
It's owned by like a company that owns like there's a physical therapy clinic there.
Oh, is there?
Uh-huh.
Like the place I go to. Were you ever at Browns?
No, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's a great place. I mean, and it's got. I mean, every single piece of weight you ever needed. Speaking of weight loss, another great way to just kickstart the entire body is if you're going to do resistance training, is to do functional exercises. About when I first started training jiu-jitsu, I mean, this is 13 years ago. My instructor, James Simrell, who is, he's amazing, he's been boxing, kickboxing, doing Muay Thai, black belt in jiu-jitsu, boxing, he's been doing this for 30 plus years. He started working out with kettlebells, and this is before kettlebells got famous.
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced to kettlebells a lot. Not that I did anything with that knowledge, I'm just saying, but I got introduced to them a long time ago. Doing functional exercises, kettlebell workouts, learning some kettlebell.
What does that say?
Learning some kettlebell exercises.
Might have to pause it. Shit. I don't know when that stopped. Damn.
What happened?
Maybe that just popped up.
It did.
I gotta piss anyway, but
Is it paused?
it was paused.
Was it paused right now?
Yeah, it's paused. I gotta go back. I hope that just popped up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it did. Yo, Corrado, we got to take a picture for Instagram and Facebook. Corrado,
What?
we got to take a picture for Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, we'll do it on here. I wonder. I don't know what that even message meant.
Yo, play the last little bit of that because we got to figure out where we left off because I was fucking making a good point about kettlebells.
What the fuck?
You figure that out for a second. Competing
I
against one another.
love. This just doesn't interest me, and it's soccer. I'm not a soccer guy. As competitive to watch.
That way.
It's just not as competitive to watch. I mean,
Did you happen to see what happened in the England-Japan game? Heartbreaking.
stoppage time. Ball went into the box. Girls.
Well, what I prefer, I'm just saying, way more people.
No. But I'm asking you, would like my
Good old Barry's not writing a check. Not writing a check to Jordan Burrell.
team? I think it's like LeBron. If the Cavs fail, LeBron failed.
And his whole thing is it's not about a diet. There's no diet. It's just a whole lifestyle.
Oh no!
So it's
But that's what a diet is.
The human body is a machine. So it's 80% of the human body is water.